Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the November 2nd, 2021 City Council meeting for the City of Cannon Falls to order. Can we have roll call, please?
Ringgold.
Here.
Duncan.
Here.
Gesme.
Here.
Cronenberger.
Here.
Lundell.
Here.
Montgomery.
Here.
And Altoff.
Here. Would you rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, approval of agenda. Anybody with corrections or additions? If not, I take a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Gesme, a second by Duncan to approve the agenda. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, we'll get right into public input. Public input is intended to afford the public an opportunity to address concerns to the City Council. The public input will be no longer than 30 minutes in total length, and each speaker will have no more than 3 minutes to speak. Speakers may address topics relevant to the government of the city. Speakers must sign up in advance and must provide their name, address, and topic they intend to address. Comments must be on topic, respectful, pertinent to city business, and adhere to the applicable data privacy rules. Any speaker that violates these rules will be asked to sit down, and if the speaker refuses to comply, they may be removed from the meeting. Speakers shall not address topics that are the subject of a public hearing. All such comments should be made at the public hearing. The City Council will not generally act on issues raised by the public input, but may choose to schedule consideration of them on a future agenda. I'll open up the public input. First on the list is Dawn Lansing. Dawn, could you give me your address, please?
32443 64th Avenue Lane.
Okay, you don't pay taxes, or you're not pay taxes in the city of Cannon Falls?
School district, I do.
You're not in the city of Cannon Falls, though.
I'm just one side to the other side. So this is my town.
I know, but legally you're not in the city of Cannon Falls. I just want that for the record.
Okay. You got my address.
Okay, go ahead. And your topic is the public PC ordinance and trucking. You got 3 minutes. Go ahead.
So the one thing a couple of items. First
Excuse me.
off,
Is that mic on? Mitch, can you check that mic?
Sound like it.
There's a button at the base of the thing.
There you go. Better?
Perfect.
All right. So the first thing I'd like to ask about is I saw on the Beacon that there was a notification for a public hearing for an ordinance change, another proposed ordinance change related to trucking and auto sales, I believe. I tried to find where that ordinance is so I can look at it, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere on the city website. I have sent an email to Diane Howard. Oh, or is it Dan Howard? No, Diane Howard, right? Okay, so I sent an email to Diane Howard asking her for a copy of that. I haven't seen anything yet, so I'd like to get some information on that proposed ordinance change. You know, I'd like to know why it's being proposed, who's proposed it, and who's planned this public hearing, just to bring home the same fact that David Olson brought up at your last meeting. You know, that's the sexually oriented business ordinance that was passed. He wanted to know who asked for it because he wasn't the one that asked for that change. And he wanted to know who planned it. And I don't know if he ever got any answers. I know it was never answered in the meetings. So I'd like some information on that ordinance. Then the next thing would be the proposed ordinance that you're putting forward, the ordinance changes to the Planning Commission. You know, taking the Planning Commission from 7 people down to 5 people with the reasoning that it's easier to reach a quorum. I guess the better way to achieve a quorum would be to just change your people. If you cannot get 4 people out of 7 to a planning commission meeting, then you need to change people that are on the planning commission, but not limit the number of people that are on the planning commission. By reducing the number of people on that planning commission, you basically are taking away public input. By reducing it to 5 people, 2 of which are members of the city council, which is kind of a conflict of interest, the planning commission, the purpose of the planning commission really is to look at a proposal or planning or zoning or whatever, get findings of fact, get public input, and then make recommendations. The planning commission did their job, and they were rewarded by doing their job by being slapped on the wrist, cut down, and taking away their ability to plan their meetings. This city council has changed the agenda on the night of a meeting several times that I've been here, from moving public input to the front of the meeting, to the back of the meeting, then back to the front of the meeting. To slap the planning commission's hands for doing the job that they were supposed to do because it went against what the city council had fixed in on the Keller-Bartman proposal is very un-American. And it's kind of ironic that today's election day. You know, we as citizens in Cannon Falls may not be voting for anything today, but you guys are.
30 seconds.
Thank you.
Okay, Becky.
I was going to yield to Dawn, so she's done, so.
Okay. Rick?
I was gonna yield to Dawn, but she's done.
Okay. Diane?
I wasn't gonna yield to anybody.
Well, you're up then.
Okay,
I'm not surprised.
I know, what can I say? I was just gonna comment again in kind of reflection on the last meeting, that I do think Cannon Falls truly is a wonderful community. It is a good place to raise children, for young families. It's a good place for families to be. It's a good place to retire and get old. And I would commend all of you for your faithfulness, and although I won't always agree with your decisions, I do know that you make them after deliberation and in consideration of lots of different opinions. So thank you for your job.
Thank you. That's all I got on here for public input. Is there anybody else that want to say?
Changed my mind.
Okay.
Yep, sorry. I just have questions. I'm Becky Youngmark. I have questions about the apartment complex.
That's, what you have down is,
Okay, the trucking, the planning commission
Planning
ties
commission.
into that.
says public, something ordinance, planning commission ordinance?
Yep, what Dawn was talking about. So I guess I agree with Dawn in that aspect. I think it's not a good idea to have 3 people on the planning commission. I know it kind of ties in with the apartment complex, and I have questions about that too, but I'll stick to the commission. So that's my input. I think it's better to stay with 7 to keep the public involved and not have an alternate as a city council member. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's it for public input, unless any of you got any more to, okay. Then we'll close the public input. And we'll go right into the item 6, which is a public hearing. Resolution 2583, certifying that unpaid utility charges be collected with taxes. Neil, you want to explain that? We kind of do that every 3 months, I think.
Yeah, quarterly, we bring delinquent water and sewer bills to you guys to certify to taxes, and the public hearing is mandated by law. So,
And I'll say it again, we feel that's the fairest way to do it rather than shut their water off, so we take it and put it on their taxes, so. Okay, take a motion to approve resolution 20.
You have to have the public hearing.
Oh, a public hearing, let's open a public hearing. Anybody that wants to talk about their water bill or something, you got the floor. Anybody? Becky?
I would just like to know why our water bill is so inconsistent. I mean, one month it's $55, the next month it's $155.
Because at $55, you're paying the minimum charge. And once you get over you gotta help me, Dan. Once you get over a certain cubic feet, and then it goes up to, I think, is it 80? Don't look at me like it's your first day.
I think the easiest way would be to come in and see Ellen and I, and we can
Okay.
explain it to you.
Yeah, because I have called, and it's just strange because it's never consistent. And then the other issue is, I mean, we can be gone for a month, and it doesn't go down. And so we've checked for leaks, we've done the whole gamut, talking to people and trying to figure out, okay, do we have something running? What's going on? And it just seems like we can never figure out the bill. It just doesn't make sense.
Is when you're gone, do you notice your neighbor hooking the hose up to your house?
We don't have any neighbors, so. Yeah, Matt, Mitch may be coming over, I don't know.
Well, come in and talk to Ellen down there. I think she.
Yeah, and I've talked to her several times on the phone,
okay.
so
Okay.
it has been an issue, but we can't figure out what's going on. So it's just such a wide gamut. I mean, when your bill goes up over $100, so that makes a huge difference. Thank you.
Yep. Anybody else? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. And then I take a motion to approve Resolution 2583.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Duncan, a second by Bringold, to approve Resolution 2583, certifying that unpaid utility charges be collected with taxes. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, get right to the consent agenda. Consent agenda items may be adopted under one motion as presented, or may be removed for discussion and resolution as council business. For you at home and in the audience, I'll go through the consent agenda. Item A, just and correct claims for the accounting period ending October 28th, 2021. Item B, minute meetings for the October 19th, 2021 City Council meeting. Item C, second reading and adoption of Ordinance 380, amending the City Code, Chapter 32, relating to the Planning Commission. Item D, Resolution 2584, designating polling places for 2022. Item E, Resolution 2585, accepting a monetary donation from Goodhue County to the library. Item F, approve the joint powers agreement for the State Building Code Administration with Goodhue County for 2022. Resolution 2586, entering in a MnDOT agreement with the Minnesota Department of Transportation. Item H, Resolution 2587, authorizing the 2022 city license renewals. And item I, approve a final pay request number 2 for 2021 street improvements. Is there anything the council would like to pull down? Derek, Matt, anything?
Nope. Nope, nothing for me.
Okay. Well, hearing none, I'd take a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Duncan, second by Gesme to approve the consent agenda. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, council business. I think, Neil, we were going to do that,
You're tabling that for
and
now.
we're still taking interviews. We were going to approve a Public Works Maintenance 1 operator position And we still got a couple of interviews to do, so maybe we can do that at the next meeting. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that leads us to reports. Kyle from the chamber.
Thank you for letting me participate tonight. It's good to see you, John.
Thank you.
The first thing I want to talk about is Halloween trick or treat trot. I don't know how many of you were in town. We had 11 to 1,200 children come through.
It's more every dang year, isn't it?
Oh, this like blew the past years
Yeah.
away. Just absolutely blew them away. But also in regards to that, 49 vendors, chamber members, other businesses in town that wanted to give away candy. And so, and there were some really cute little, troughs that they were sending the candy down and fun things. The the drama team was acting out over, by Body Works Clinic. And so fun was had by all. It was just an incredible event. The secret is, I don't know what the secret was. So I don't know if we can duplicate it again.
Well, didn't in the past you did it 1 hour and this was 2 hours? More
We've been doing 2 hours for the last
Yeah.
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe because it was on a Friday? I don't know. Who knows?
yeah. It's a good thing to have.
A lot of people there.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yes. And I want to shout out to the 14 volunteers and the 3 policemen who kept all of the traffic safe and going in one direction. That just means a big deal for all of the families, and they really appreciated all that help. Okay? On to Deck the Falls. If anyone is looking or wanting to put a unit in the parade, please contact the chamber. We do have registration forms to fill out, and November 19th is the deadline. And so you can be a walking group, you can be a fire truck, you can be a snowmobile on a trailer. So anything that looks Christmassy, okay? And so contact the chamber. We're also looking for photos that represent Cannon Falls. It can be of Lake Billsby, the Cannon Valley Trail. It can be of any of our parks. Any fun activity. We're looking for the new cover for the 2022 Discover Guide. And so the more photos we get in, the better selection. And so please bring those to the chamber office, and we will be giving the artist or the photographer credit for that photo. Just a couple more things. It's as easy as pie. The Cannon Rivers Senior Living is holding a fundraiser for the Cannon Falls Fire Department. They are selling pies for $5 a piece. Apple or pumpkin. You call Cannon Rivers, yes it is, Cannon Rivers Senior Living, by November 12th, and you pick them up on November 19th. So $5 a pie, you can't beat it. Other than that, that is everything I've got. And so we're winding up also our Light Up Cannon Falls events. So if you're interested in decorating your homes, your business, please let us know so we can get you on the map. And then we are also doing the giving tree, or the gift tree. And so if you know of people who are in need, children, school age, please let us know. Any questions?
Did you say that benefit was for the fire department?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you.
I sure did. November 17th. Nope, excuse me, November 17th is when we're wrapping the garland, and then it'll be either the 18th or the 19th that it'll go up. It all depends on when we can get Safe's tree truck available. Okay? That's always a fun couple of days. Anything else? Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle.
Okay, Joint Powers Trail Board, anything, Laura?
Sure, not much, but they did talk a little bit more about using the excess bond money that they had available. They're going to do one additional Vought toilet, and then they are now looking into doing electronic self-pay stations. So right now, they're cash self-pay, so you have to have exact cash. And so they're looking at ways to convert them to electronic, and they actually think they'll get more compliance by that, by doing
I
that.
believe that, I believe that.
So there's that, and then that was really it. Other
Okay.
little stuff, but nothing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go around, Dan, you got anything tonight, Dan?
I do just a update on the water main project on 3rd Street. They're going to start that on Monday, November 8th, connecting the new water main.
Oh, okay.
The bridge work is progressing. The painting's done. There's riprap to be installed yet, so we're not quite there, but it's coming along. At the wastewater plant, the biosolid application is taking place this week. At the street shop, we're getting all the equipment DOT'd, the snow plows are on. We're starting to work on some of the stormwater collection areas, kind of transitioning into fall and winter here. So that should do it.
Did you say that if they don't get the structure done on that bridge, you're still gonna have it open so they have traffic across there this winter?
We'll find more out next Monday. We have briefings every Monday, kind of give an update on how things are going. They still have the safety span installed underneath the bridge.
Okay.
That needs to be removed before they can actually get serious about any traffic.
Okay.
So,
Some of the residents have asked if it's gonna be open this
Sure.
winter, I guess. So. Okay, thank you. Mitch, anything? Neil?
Just a couple items. Thursday, we're going to be looking at the water tower. Council approved that a while back to get that painted, and we had a meeting today with the people that are on the tower, Verizon and Goodhue County and the antenna folks, and they're looking at putting their temporary tower up just outside of the tower there and on a 100-foot pole, I believe. The artesian well that's in the basement that we've been working on forever and ever, what that resolution that you approved with MnDOT tonight has that a stormwater drain coming out of one of the catch basins and into that building to catch that water. So if we can't get it completely capped and sealed, then the water will have an escape route. So that's finally going to get completed. Well, it'll be next year, but at least they're going to be bidding it out here in a week. So, and that's all I got.
Just a little background, that artesian well's in the basement of Brewster's, and it's been there forever. And the water, eventually went under the main street and was flooding the Coldwell Banker building across the street. So, but we've had a temporary fix, but this should correct it, hopefully, for sure. So, okay, let's go on the screen. Derek, you got anything?
Nope, nothing from me tonight.
Matt?
No, I got nothing, and I apologize if the Wi-Fi, the audio, and all that stuff back in. Yeah.
You
Nothing.
sound great.
Mary Jill?
I have nothing.
Steve?
Nothing, but you're gonna mention Neil.
Oh, yeah. Laura?
Nothing.
Bill?
Nothing.
I just got to mention, talk about a jack of all trades. The football game last Friday night, Matt and his buddy were out of town, so we were hard pressed to find somebody to do the football game. Cinematographer. So old Neil Jensen, our city administrator, did the taping of the game last Friday night, so. Yeah, but I think it was good. I had no complaints.
Watch for them this winter on a city plow.
It's like learning to can vegetables.
Yeah.
Forever your job then.
No, you did a good job.
Yep.
Thanks for stepping in. Okay, just a quick note of the upcoming meetings. This Thursday, November 4th, we got EDA, Public Works and Park. And November 8th, Monday, Library Board, Finance Committee, and Planning Commission. So that's next Monday. Okay, anybody got anything else? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Gisby, second by Bringold to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.